So, Grandpa, you were telling us about Lot and his daughters? Did anything happen to them after Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed?
Well, no. Lot and his daughters survived the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah and went on to establish the nations of the Moabites and the Ammonites. But now it was time for Abraham to establish his own nation. And just as the angel spoke, Yah visited Sarah a year later, and she conceived and bore a son to Abraham. And Abraham called him Isaac. Abraham was 100 years old, and Sarah was 90 when Isaac was born to them. And Abraham circumcised Isaac after 8 days, as Yah commanded him, to all his seed after him. And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the day that Isaac was weaned. And Shem, the son of Noah, his grandson Eber, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, Phicol, the captain of his host, and all the great people in the land came to rejoice with Abraham on his son Isaac being weaned. Also, Terach, Abraham's father, and Nahor, his brother, came from Haran to rejoice with Abraham and Sarah. And in those days, Ishmael, the son of Abraham, was 19 years old when Isaac was 5 years old. And one day, Isaac was sitting at the door of the tent, and Ishmael seated himself opposite to him. And he took his bow and arrow. He drew it, intending to slay Isaac.
Ishmael, stop that right now. Abraham, I've been telling you for years now that Ishmael feels threatened by Isaac. I just now saw him trying to slay Isaac with his bow so he can be your sole heir. Now listen to me and cast out this bondwoman and her son, for her son shall not be heir with my son.
Although Abraham was grieved, Yah said unto him,
Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad. In all that Sarah hath said, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called, and the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed.
And Abraham hearkened to his wife Sarah. He rose up early the next morning and took 12 loaves of bread and a bottle of water, which he gave unto Hagar, and sent them away to the wilderness. And when the water was spent in the bottle, Hagar sat down a good way off from Ishmael and wept and said,
Let me not see the death of the child.
What aileth thee, Hagar? Fear not, for I have heard the voice of the lad. Arise and take your son, for I will make him a great nation.
And Yah opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. And she went and filled the bottle with water, and gave the lad drink. And Yah was with Ishmael, and he grew, and dwelt in the wilderness of Paran. And his mother took him a wife out of the land of Egypt. And Ishmael grew into a family man, with a wife and children. His little brother Isaac also grew, and Abraham his father taught him in the ways of YAHUAH. And when Isaac was 37 years old, Ishmael and his family returned to dwell with his father Abraham in Hebron. Over 30 years had passed since both brothers had last seen each other. One day, the brothers were having an important discussion.
I was 13 years old when YAHUAH spoke to my father to circumcise us, and I did it according to the word of YAHUAH, and I gave my soul unto him, and did not transgress his word which he commanded my father.
Why do you boast to me about this, about a little bit of flesh which you took from your body, which Yah commanded you? as YAHUAH said unto my father, take your son Isaac and bring him up as a burnt offering before me, I would not refrain, but I would gladly do it.
And YAHUAH heard what Isaac spoke to Ishmael, and it seemed good unto him, and he thought to try Abraham in this matter. At that time, the word of YAHUAH came unto Abraham.
Abraham,
Here am I, O YAHUAH.
take now thy son, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which shall be shown unto thee. For there you shall see a cloud and the glory of YAHUAH.
Yes, Abiyah. How will I separate my son from his mother to offer him as a sacrifice unto YAHUAH? Isaac, the day is long spent. Can you bring the sheep in their pen?
Yes, father.
Our boy's getting all grown up now, isn't he?
Yes, he's my pride and joy. I absolutely love him with all my heart.
Yes, my wife. I certainly do as well. He's our one and only son. He's precious to us both. That's why I've decided I want him to advance in his studies with Shem and his son Eber. There, they will teach about the flood and the Ark of Noah, the covenant of our forefathers, and to learn the ways of YAHUAH, just as our forefather Noah and his son Shem taught me when I was young.
Ah, yes, it's time. You've spoken well. Go, my lord, and do unto him as you have said. Just don't remove him far from me, neither let him remain there too long, for my soul is bound within his soul.
My wife, let us pray to YAHUAH, our Lua, that he may do good with us.
In my prophets, you are God. In my losses, you are God. You are mighty, Ọlọ́run. Ìgbà tó bá ń tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn.